all a dream. A drug dealer's dream. Street dream. Triple beam dream. Money machine. Things I done seen. 1,000 grams of uncut. It was all a dream. A drug dealer's dream. Street dream. Triple beam dream. Money machine. Things I done seen. 1,000 grams of uncut.
Great evening, all my great ones. Welcome to another episode of Drug Dealer's Dream. I'm your girl, Great Dane.
It's Red Line, man. I'm here.
Big Mike.
And today on Drug Dealer's Dream, we have a special guest, aka John Bruton.
Good evening. What's up, sir? How are you?
Hey, John.
All right, man. I'm happy to be here, though.
Man, thanks for joining us, bro. We definitely appreciate it. We gonna talk a lot of shit on here, man. So, you're a comedian. I'm sure you can handle it.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, but I have a quick question just to kind of get it started off. What made you, or what kind of put you?
Hold on, real quick, just real quick.
I can't hear my headphones.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
Damn, I can hear you. Nah, don't worry about it.
All right,
you good.
Just follow my lips then if you can.
I can hear you out loud, but I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
sorry.
right.
It's all good.
Just real quick, I just want to say that your voice is impeccable, man. So
I appreciate it, man.
You can definitely do some voiceover work, dog.
I'm trying, man.
For sure.
Trying to find something.
For sure.
You got like that TV voice, though.
Yeah,
I am John Bruton.
I'm John
Glad
Bruton.
to be here. That's nice.
Toy Story 8.
Yeah, but real quick, bro. Like, what put you on the path to doing comedy? Like, what do you think was your?
I started a couple of times. I quit, though. I started when I was 19 in college. I did an open mic for like a talent show, and I sucked at it, so I quit. Then there was a record store by my house called Crazy D, and he had mixtapes.
Shout out to Crazy D.
So I would hop on the mixtapes every once. We talked to like little intros between mixtapes.
Yeah.
And I was trying to say just the most ignorant shit I could think of, and that was okay. Then I did an open mic at Blue Martini. It was Beethoven's back then. It was a Thursday.
Hey.
Okay.
And they did it on Black Friday. They had Thanksgiving on Thursday. They did Black Friday comedy show. So I did the first time was at Beethoven's on Black Friday, and I sucked in too. And then I stuck with it. I figured, fuck it, I can't keep stopping and starting. I mean, at least fail for real. So that's what I'm doing now, is waiting to really fail. I'm just waiting for the real fail.
Keep pushing on.
Yeah, just waiting to the real fail. Wait till I take a real L right now. It's little shit, so I can't.
So like,
That's dope.
no, that is pretty dope, bro. Like, a lot of people don't have that resolve. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to chasing your dreams and doing some shit that you like to do. A lot of motherfuckers that do what you did and not ever pick it up again.
I'm glad they did, so I can try.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
if everybody stuck what they tried to, it'd be harder for niggas like me to be mediocre and get better. So
Very true.
I'm glad some people quit because they thought they'd be better than they started, and my hat's off to them for finding something better they good at. So
Or not.
yeah, or not, but
Man,
Fucking
very
quitters.
true, very true. So you said you started in when?
about 10 years ago now. It'll be 10 years in November.
Damn, so you've been doing this shit for a long time. 10 years?
Kind of. Like any comic you've heard of, been doing it longer than 10.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's to the point where I should start having some type of something to show for it. I should
Okay.
get a body of work somehow. In 10 years, you should have something to show for it, or you should quit.
Right. Very
Period.
true.
I think that's in every line of work. If you don't have anything to display, anything worth it, you can consider.
Some are
it
faster though.
accomplishment.
Music is kind of different. I think, especially with hip hop, they have a very short shelf life. 10 years rap, you got to be that nigga in 10 years.
Yeah.
But 2 years, you pretty much got to get it on and get out, or you get called an old nigga, and it's okay to be old in comedy. So-
right. It's a different ball game for real.
Yeah, different grind.
Yeah, man. So
Definitely different.
So you produced a comedy festival, correct?
Yeah, we used to do a festival called Accidental Comedy Festivals in Cleveland, and it was me and like 4 other guys. We used to all run shows, and we figured we'd work together and try something. So we just started doing a festival together, and we did it for about 5 years before we got too busy. Because one of the main guys named Ramon Rivas, he got on Comedy Central, and then when he did that, he moved to LA. So he was like the point man. So we didn't have his contact book, so it's hard to still do the festival with a good quality without the same resources. So we just figured, fuck it, wait until it works out again, or just not do it again. So, but I've been doing my own show at the Grog Shop for about 7 years.
Okay. So
what's the name of that show?
yeah.
Make 'em Laugh Mondays.
Okay,
So I'm bringing it back in July too. It's gonna be different though. It's gonna be like a pop-up show, 20 people max, and it's invited on. Like you got an RSVP to get in, and just to get comedy going again.
Oh, that sounds
So
exclusive.
that's kind of a result of the COVID shit.
Yeah, masks and all that shit. Gonna give out masks. Bought some masks with a little logo on the front of them.
Oh,
So,
dope.
Gotta market the shit, you know what I mean?
yeah, I seen Chappelle do it, so I figured I tried it, and it took me a while to find some ones I could afford.
Yeah.
His budget's a little different than mine, so.
Right. So speaking of the COVID shit, like how has that affected you just as far as doing your job?
Comedy for me stopped as far as stand up, but I'm writing another script with a comic now. I wrote a couple short podcast type scripts, and I finally put my podcast up. I had it since January, but I never put any episodes. I was just stockpiling them.
Right.
So I figured.
What it's called?
Oh, it's called Friday Late Show. It's a reference to Steve Martin wrote a book about the worst show in comedy is the Friday Late Show. The second show on Friday night is the worst show because the crowd's usually drunk, they don't give a fuck, and they're very hard to entertain.
Right.
And that's the worst show. Most people bomb that show. So it's a show where I interview comics about their worst shows.
Okay.
Oh, that's dope as fuck. I actually saw you post a promo for that the other day. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out, bro.
I got Rodney Perry. I talked to him last night about it. He did an episode coming up. So that was cool. He used to be on the Monique show.
Yeah. Okay. That's dope as fuck, bro. I'm definitely gonna check you out, man.
For sure.
Shout out to Monique.
Yeah, she took a hard L for everybody to keep pushing forward.
Exactly.
She told niggas ahead of time. She was Paul Revere without the respect.
For sure.
She told niggas, hey man, this game's fucked up. And everybody like, oh, you bitch, you tripping. And now they like, man, this game fucked up.
Right. Yeah.
She stood on it too. Like it's not.
She
like,
argued with everybody too.
Yeah, she's
like,
not. It's not.
Steve made it clear. Steve Harvey made it very clear. He cares about money more than anything. And to argue with him about it, you're not gonna change somebody's heart. Like he got on. He been playing the game to win. He ain't playing to be what she's trying to do. So,
like I said about them St. Clair niggas, watch them.
God damn, I wasn't trying to go there.
Whoa.
Shit.
Cross town.
Well, John-
Steve Harvey's like the epitome of it. I'm just saying, like Steve.
I'm from Warrensville. I don't know what the fuck we know.
Yeah,
We got Brad Sellers and Brian Swift, so I already know about Warrensville.
Arsenio.
He really from Warrensville? I thought he was a Bedford.
Great Dane.
No, Arsenio Hall with the Warrensville.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Like class of '84.
Yep, his picture's on the wall.
Yeah, his picture on the wall.
Oh yeah, I know that, man. You know, I ain't really from Warrensville. I never even been in that motherfucker. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh no, yes I did. I went up there with
Shout
Nuts
out
one
to
time.
class
I went up there
2006.
with Nuts. We did a little some type of shit with the kids or something. He was up there doing. But yeah, it was that was pretty cool. So what is this MakeEmLabTV.com venture you got going?
It's that's when COVID started. I figured there's no way to get new comedy out, so I figured I'd ask comics who had specials they recorded and didn't get to put out and things like that. Just put it on my website, so it's an actual like central location.
Oh, that's dope.
Okay.
So you can
Give
see
people
stand up
opportunity
from
for sure.
yeah, so you can get free stand up there from like late night sets. Some of my favorite stand up clips up there. Some free specials from Comedy Central up there, and then people who like local people can sell their specials. This guy right now named Joey Zaza from Cleveland, he got a special up. Another guy named Chris Harvey's put a special up.
Okay.
John Armstrong's dropping a special probably August, and I'll put mine up in September.
Okay, that's cool.
Dope.
So John, let me ask you a question. Do you think that comedians get a lot of pussy, or is it?
Some do if you're funny.
Do you get a lot of pussy?
Not anymore.
Are you?
Are
Are you not as funny?
I didn't get a lot. I did okay for myself.
Okay, so did you come off like, hey, I'm a comedian?
Nah, it's just like I was telling my boys the other night. If you had your top like 3 fucks, one of them has to be the day you got pussy for something you did good.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting your first piece of road pussy is like something you remember. And I still remember the city and the girl's name. She's in
You
my
even
phone.
got her name? Wow.
Yeah, I mean I saved her phone. I don't text her. I
Was
just
it
got her
good
number in my phone.
I want to see the tattoo.
So it's just nice to like, you just feel good about it. So like, you know what, maybe this comedy thing is gonna work out for me.
Yeah.
The money gonna be there.
He was in the
Pussy,
mirror
I know it's gonna be there. Yeah,
He's in there doing a
everything
beat it up dance. Like, shit. Fuck the hell.
So I'm curious, what city was it, man?
I can't do that.
KTK put the city out there.
She's
Yeah,
probably
I
watching.
ain't been on tour that long.
I've only had a couple shows, don't
It must
do
have
it.
been a real small city.
I can't put any cold factions down.
Yeah, very, very true, man. I respect it.
reliability, man.
Yeah, I respect
Ladies,
that.
anybody on my live out there watching, if you fuck John Bruton,
Don't do
let
that.
us
Someone on top of it, don't do that.
Whoa.
I live here.
know. Jump it.
I got another question for you, bro. What's the favorite place you perform?
My favorite is 2. One is I love when I went to Nashville, the Nashville club. The only problem with Nashville now is that's where DL was at recently. He passed out. That club is fucking dope. When I saw the video, I got anxiety. I'm like, nobody had a mask on. It was packed. It wasn't the same. It just felt nasty. But every show there was perfect. Like every show worked. It was no bomb, so I felt good about that one.
Yeah.
And Providence, Rhode Island was fun because I had no idea what I was doing when I got there. It was very white and very East Coast, and I thought it would be like, it was like a baby Boston. So like I heard the way people talk, I'm like, this ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna be good for them. And actually, every show was solid. I had one rough one. I think it was Saturday early show was rough, but the rest of them was all cool. So that was a fun one.
So how do you kind of react when you bombing though? Like what go through your mind though when you like, yo, this shit is just like,
Don't run from
not funny. Like these niggas ain't laughing.
Don't run from it. But if you perform, I perform better sober. So if I'm sober, I can realize my energy's changing.
Right.
Plus, coming from the Cleveland Improv makes you good, like, or you quit.
Right.
Because they don't give a fuck. That crowd is the worst crowd I've ever performed in front of, and I love it for it. Like, if you go there and you try too hard, they don't fuck with you. If you go there and don't care, they don't fuck with you. You gotta be right. You gotta be one of them and just do the shit.
Yeah.
You can't waver. So you get that same attitude whenever you perform. You mean it. You can't say things without confidence. You lose confidence, you lose the crowd.
It's true.
So
Makes sense.
True.
you just gotta mean what you say, or at least let them know you fucking up, so they don't get ahead of you and say it.
Right. Got you. You ever been booed off stage before?
Yes. April 1st, 2000.
April Fool's though?
Yeah, it was at the Terry Macklin Center. Kenny Adams.
It's in Akron?
Huh?
In Akron?
Nah, it was here.
Oh,
it was in
it's
Solon.
Yeah.
Solon. I'm about to say, I know that's somewhere
comedy
close.
shows there, and dude, they did a show there, and it was April 1st show. I was doing kind of like 6 months, and I was feeling myself. Thought I was ready. 2 minutes into my shit, the old man put his cane behind his chair and did the Apollo bullshit. And my family was there. I brought my cousins out. That shit hurt because I went back to the table and my uncle was like, hey man, you ain't gotta sit with us. You know, you ain't gotta sit here with us. And I'm like, damn, nigga, like, it's no, and like, I didn't quit though. I felt my hand, man, all right, I ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna do this show right. I wanted to quit. I was mad as fuck. I just know I could sit there with my uncle. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sit at the table. We're gonna be cool. There's the food afterwards. That's the worst shit. When everybody got to eat after the comedy show. So when I'm getting my food, niggas looking at me like I don't deserve to eat that.
Right.
I'm like, God damn, this is a horrible setup for a bomb. Shit. It was the worst one, but I remember to this day, like, yeah, you know what? Don't ever get cocky in front of a crowd.
Yeah, man, that's funny as
Oh, it hurt. My mother brought coworkers out. And you know how embarrassing that is. My mom she had to feel a little embarrassed. Like, I brought these motherfuckers from work to come do some after work shit with me. And this is my baby up there looking like a jackass.
Right, yeah, man. Damn.
So,
He just got killed out here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I had to stick with it, though.
Yeah, though, man. Damn. Yeah, see, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't got the balls to go up there and do the comedy. Like, that's too intimate for me, bro. Like, just kind of looking at a big-ass crowd of motherfuckers and they just like,
It don't
man,
change. You
nigga,
doing
make
this?
me laugh. Like,
You got this shit. You go online. Somebody can say whatever they want about you.
That's true, but this
And
the
they
difference,
do.
right? They talk shit, but this the thing. Like when I'm filming, like I'm amongst my homies and
You
shit.
gonna read it
like,
later,
You know what I'm
though.
saying? But like I'm cool with that. Like I'm cool with the internet shit. I don't really care about that. But like if I'm doing this show in front of like 300 motherfuckers, I would probably be nervous.
Oh man, you get used
You
to
know
it.
what I'm saying?
The first time maybe, but you would get used to whatever it is. You get used to it because eventually you wouldn't care about them. They're just spectators. No offense, I say that, but I mean as far as when it comes to like changing how I feel about something, I don't care if it's 5 people or 500. They don't matter as far as what I'm going to do.
Right.
If they don't
The
like it,
routine's
it's
the same.
they don't like it. It's my fault, but not the fact that they're here. It's like, yeah, you're here. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, I respect it, man. I just don't know.
So
That shit, that's tough.
I have a question.
Yes.
John. So when you're doing comedy and you tab on current events, what is too soon
No,
for a joke?
no. If you write it and you really mean it, it's not too soon.
So nothing's off limits for you.
No, like the day I did a joke where I did a knock knock joke. Well, I said knock knock. Like, who's there? I said bang. I said
Bang who?
Oh shit, it's in my apartment.
Oh no.
Oh, John! Whoa!
It was right after the lady, the cop had.
That's for
stopped
sure too soon.
Both of them got it.
Yeah, I was in Providence when I did it. It was
I
the
bet
week
you they
before.
thought it was funny, didn't they?
Well, yeah, he was like, oh shit, and I went into how I didn't discuss the joke. Like it's like
Okay.
the headline was that joke, and then I discussed how I felt about how white women get away with murder, and I kept saying they get away with murder, kept making that. Then it was before they did the hug. I wish I would have waited, kinda, because the hug made it better, a better joke. But yeah, I didn't hold up because I was frustrated. Like that shit, it was just not saying something wasn't better. They should know that they've been doing a lot of fuck shit, and it's like,
We're calling you out.
yeah.
So
Somebody said something.
I got a good question for you, bro. So as a comedian, do you feel like you have a responsibility to touch on these like social issues?
No, you don't have a responsibility. You don't. That's not fair to say somebody. Like, I hate when they say famous people should say shit. Like, if LeBron never speaks on anything, he gave niggas a school. What do you want from him? Like,
Right.
they do enough. They do just enough to. They had a dream. They got good at it. They don't owe you anything. So
I agree. No, that's my outlook on it though. Like we talked about the shit with Jordan. Remember we were saying I'm like shit, but at the end of the day, like that ain't his lane. You know what I mean?
They hold him to a new standard. They hold him to the standard of LeBron now. Like Jordan didn't have Twitter, my nigga. Like
right.
He only had basketball. He didn't give a fuck about anything or anybody but basketball.
Right.
So it's like.
And again, man, it's not on them to do it if they don't want to. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think you should be. I don't think you have to, but I do respect the Dave Chappelle's and comedians like that really sit down and it's like, yeah, I'm talking my shit, I'm being funny, but at the same time, like I'm shedding light on these things that I feel like need to be touched on.
Man,
you know
if you mean it, I say do it. If you don't mean it, don't force yourself because then you're not doing it because it's a genuine feeling. You're doing it because you think it's gonna get you more attention. So it's
right.
like, it's more of a photo op than actually you expressing ideas.
Right.
It's not really genuine. So fuck it. Don't. If you wanna be Waka Waka Man, be fucking Waka Waka Man. Don't try to call out shit. Just be funny and be entertaining. Do what your fans like.
Right.
That's what I say about them rappers.
Yeah, I don't hear some of them niggas talking some
I
good
don't-
shit. I heard
I
some
don't-
niggas trying to
yeah,
song
I
like,
just don't.
this isn't you, little Yachty. We don't need you.
Yeah, like just
Like,
stop,
stop
it.
it.
Like, come on.
We
Attention whore.
we have enough of the Black Lives Matter songs.
Yeah, like Future made when I'm like, you don't care about women. Shut up, nigga. You don't care about all lives. Stop it.
What about white comedians using the N-word and shit like
No.
that?
Context is king. You can't get away with it. You don't. Your mouth takes away all the context. Like I can't go on stage and say anything. I'm not gay, so I won't talk about gay people in a negative way.
Right.
It's not my gang. I can't really. I don't have the right context. I don't know what to say.
I like that. Not my game.
I can say nigga because I understand it.
Right.
I've been called a nigga before, so I understand how that feels. I know how to be conscious of how I use it, but I don't use certain words because I'm not from it. So I don't refer to women as bitches on stage because I don't know how they all feel. Everyone in the audience might have different. I fucked up. My fault. Every woman has a different set of words, so I don't want to say the word and somebody gets triggered because it's not. They don't hear the joke anymore.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't really want to be a part of your pain, so fuck it. I don't even say the word.
Right. So do you use bitch outside the stage?
Yes. What? Yeah, I use all those words off stage. I say a lot of shit I couldn't. It's unquotable. Like, my text message get me fired tomorrow if I had a job. Like, no, I call. Yeah, I get mad at people. I say all kind of mean shit.
Oh, John. When's your birthday?
9/27.
Oh, you're a Libra.
Yes.
Mean.
It was 9/27/82. That's Wayne's birthday.
Same as Wayne Trick Daddy.
Trick
Trick
Daddy.
Daddy Dollars.
Okay.
Trick Daddy. Will
Have
Smith's
y'all seen
25th, and Will Smith's 25th, and I think Donald Glover's a Libra too.
Fuck that.
My youngest is a Libra. She's a fucking maniac.
My son's father's a Libra.
Yeah,
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Always.
A lot of women say that sentence.
Jesus' birthday the 28th.
Yeah, y'all niggas know celebrities' birthdays. That's dope.
I'm the ones that say.
They said it in rhymes. That's how I know.
Yeah, that's how I kind of remembered your birthday though.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
how. That's
Tupac
kind
down
of
on my birthday.
Yeah, something like my birthday.
I know Chappelle's
That's a
birthday
quote,
now.
though.
Because Chappelle had especially told me when his birthday was, so I know it now.
I'm just terrible. It took me like, I think me and my wife was together for probably like 9 years before I remember her birthday.
I would never say that shit publicly.
I told her that though, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got yelled at a few times because it's like, I got like, so my, yeah, dog, I'm terrible with birthdays. And one of my homies' birthday is literally like 2 days after yours, a week after, and then my mom's birthday is in December, her mom's birthday in December, so December just fucked me up altogether when it come to their birthdays. It took me forever, but I got it now though. We locked in, baby.
Just a real quick question, right? As a guy who like kind of chases the rush and that feeling, you know what I'm saying? What is the feeling like when you're killing it on stage?
I don't know. It's usually the moment. Everything's working, so you don't really realize it was all good until you're off stage.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so when you get, I mean, like the adrenaline. Do you?
Oh yeah.
Do you get that rush?
Yeah, I get the rush whether if it works out, I got the adrenaline, and if I bomb, I got the adrenaline. But if it's just an okay set, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
It was like if it's 50-50 or it's like some jokes worked and some didn't, but the ending was cool. I still know I fucked up 3 jokes in that 25 minutes, a half hour that I want those back.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with material for these
I'll write everything down that I think is funny.
Okay.
Like, I just write down whatever. If it's something that's funny happening, something messed up happened to me, I always write it down and think, where's the humor in this?
Okay.
Like, I was at a bar, this gay dude kept trying to hit on me, and I wrote, like, they're the last real womanizers, because niggas can't do that shit. You talk to a girl, you can't go to a girl and be like, yo, what's your number? She's like, yo, I'm gonna get you gotta walk the fuck away, you gonna get me too.
Right.
Nigga like, yo, how you know you ain't gay? Bro, I just know, man. Are you sure? Bro, I'm cool. You can't have friends. Fuck, nigga, I don't want any fucking friends. Nigga, like, get the fuck away. You can't react like that, because then you look like crazy. You like, yeah, take this shit. Like, that's what girls go through. God damn, man. Like, this is crazy.
That's funny.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's some silly shit though, bro. You a silly.
because you can't get mad. You can get mad at it. It's like, man, I understand what he's trying to do. It's just, I'm mad he's trying to do it to me.
Right.
So have you been
what about me make you think I'm down with that shit? The fucking eyebrows, nigga, ain't my fault, okay? They came with the face. It's my mama's eyebrows. No, they thin, man. I can't do shit about it.
They actually are rough.
I had to
You got
take
a
a
good
picture of my
march.
eyebrows one time and show it to a girl to get her done like that. I was like, bitch, you got a
That's a good arch, though.
I know. My mother, she's fine. She got them, but I didn't want them.
Hey yo, man.
I didn't ask for this shit.
He's got to ask for this shit. You know, people take about 40 minutes to get your eyebrows daily.
Well,
I don't get it. But, you know, it's not for
it's
me to
girl
get.
shit.
Yeah, it ain't for me to get, I guess, man. All right, I got another question for you, bro.
You do got those Grace Jones eyebrows. Those shit is-
Look at real.
That shit is real strong, Jack. That's what she like.
Hey, no bullshit. What you did right there was a perfect joke. When you say a celebrity's name, you do like their character name. That's a great joke, by the way. That's a great structure.
Hit it, right?
So I love the structure. When somebody does it and you do it effortlessly, that's a quality joke, right?
Okay. That's when we know we're going to have David the comedian.
Double tap. It's a cool joke. Sorry, I fucked the joke. That was a good joke.
All right, so look, man. While we talking about you getting harassed by a gay guy, what did you think about Kevin Hart removing himself for the comments from the host and shit?
Money won that fight. He needed to make some more money. It was bullshit, but you know, it's like these blackface arguments. The niggas pulling out their ass from 20 years ago. It's like, nigga, we didn't care then. Like, Chris Rock didn't even make a fight about this shit like that. Jimmy Fallon got to apologize for the 5th time.
Yeah,
like,
shit's ridiculous. They trying to blow down about old boy Robert Downey Jr.
They can't touch that one.
Like,
That's in context. His shit's in perfect. His shit's in context perfect.
Yeah.
But they took an episode off of Golden Girls on Hulu because the girls, they did blackface, but the episode they had black actresses come on the show to explain why that's fucked up and the fact that these white women just out here trying to make things right. The fake white men fucked it up just so they can get in charge. That's my opinion of it. But they just really just trying to destroy white men and get in charge to be the new ones in charge, not to help everybody out.
For sure.
So that blackface argument, some of it was in context, and it wasn't to be insulting or degrade black people.
Right.
And the Golden Girls did it perfectly. They actually had people explain what blackface was. So to remove that removes context and doesn't really help.
Very true. Very
Sorry
true.
about that extra frame free. I mean,
No, that's real shit, man. No, you gotta hit him with that shit sometimes, bro. You just hit him with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's welcomed on this show, man. That's what we do. We talk a lot of shit, but the whole premise of the show is to hit him with that shit in between all
Kevin,
this.
I wish Kevin would have fought back a little better, but he couldn't. Like, he had a movie coming out. He couldn't really fuck around and say y'all tripping. He just had to take it.
Yeah.
So he'll probably have to apologize again when we get back out here and he do something. He can't do shit right. They won't let that nigga live.
No,
they gave him too much. They gave him enough so they could take it away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So he get in the car accident. He cheating on his wife again. Like, well, he married the last side, so she might come up too. Who knows? Like, what we mad for? He doing the right thing. Like, he got caught with a chick, he married her. Like, that's a good nigga. Most niggas, they get caught with a bitch, they like, all right, bitch is up. I'm sorry, you a great number 2, but I can't win a game with you. Like, I can't win a championship with this side, bitch. No.
You shit fucking up again, bro?
Yeah.
It was just started, and then it said it stopped. Like after it started, like what the fuck?
I think about the Pippin Bulls. Remember
I'm
the Pippin
sick of
Bulls?
AT&T
When Jordan
shit.
retired that first year,
Yeah.
and they made it just almost to the big dance. It's like, well, that's why you gotta have a Jordan. I mean,
Right.
You don't marry a side chick, but Kevin Hart had the heart, man. He had enough. He had a good man. He married that side hoe.
Yep.
Gave her a baby. It was
2.
Yeah.
Baby number 2.
She got a check.
Me too.
Yeah.
Julio.
So it's all like, damn, man, he a good dude, man. They gonna let him live.
Man. So we gonna get into we got a segment called Top 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little later in the show. But our topic today is top 6 comedians. So we wanted to know, man, who is your top 6 favorite comedians, bro?
Patrice O'Neal, who's on my shirt.
That's my guy.
Yeah, I see, bro.
He's in my top 6.
Dave Chappelle, Bill Cosby, John Mulaney, Bill Burr.
Fucking hilarious, man.
John Mulaney is amazing.
I want to be that motherfucker. His career, if you really like the writing credits this motherfucker has, it's inspired me to write way more shit now. And Ali Sadiq, because I'm biased. So, Ali
That's
Sadiq,
bro.
I'm gonna roll with that nigga, so I can't.
Right.
He get the 6 spot, no problem.
That's bro. I love his comedy.
Yeah, I mean, he's cool. Man, look, he's one of the coolest. Well, in the beginning, he don't like people. But when you get cool with him, he is you like family, man. And that nigga's the coolest dude I ever met in comedy. He got me where I'm at now as far as, I wanted to quit before he took me on the road. I was ready to just throw it up. Like, I just turned 36 and I was like, man, this shit ain't really working out for me. Maybe I need to stop. And then he hit me up and let me go on the road with him in October. So, it's been a fun ride since.
Cool.
How many shows y'all doing like throughout a month?
We was gonna do Indiana this weekend, but we canceled because COVID. We was gonna do 25th to 28th was gonna be the last leg of the tour from October to now. It's gonna be the end of it. Then we're gonna do it again in August. I'm just gonna wait till August now.
Yeah. Damn, you said October to now. Y'all been grinding.
Yeah, I mean every weekend you don't want to be home.
Yeah.
Being home ain't fun. Like I don't want to be home with the niggas. Niggas talk about they want to be on the road. It's like I'd rather be in a hotel hating, missing my house than being in the house wishing I was on the road. It's a different type of. I'd rather be gone than be here and wish I was gone.
So how do like I never really knew how like comedians get paid, like not like your salary or what you make, but like how does it work though? Like is it like per show? Like do they just kind of hit you off at the end of the tour? Like how did that shit go?
It's all how you negotiate because there's no real way to get paid. If you don't speak up and tell how you want to get paid, you won't. That's just how you do that show. And oh man, great show tonight. Enjoy your chicken wing.
Oh hell no.
It's like but it takes you gotta have some bargaining chips. Like it takes a body of work to really pull. Like so if you see a guy at the Improv, right, and you never heard of him, he might have a base pay of a certain amount of money.
Okay.
But then the person you heard of will have an asking price of something else.
Okay.
So like it can go from $5,000 to $50,000, depending. Same room, same club, but different comics can demand different amount of money.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
So it's like depending on what you got. Like I got one TV credit nobody gave a fuck about, so I can't really pull rank on shit. I just get what they give me, the base. Like I did one episode of Black Ink Crew, kind of, and that shit nobody cared. I didn't get any check from it, so it's like I was on TV, kind of.
What was you doing?
Introducing the dude Walt.
Oh yeah.
He was trying to do comedy, and it was in Cleveland, so I did the little hosting thing, and I organized another comic to go up before me. But the comic before me got to actually tell a joke. I just was doing a warm up, so I'm talking to the audience for like an hour, just fucking with them. But they didn't record it because I was cussing, so they couldn't record it. So I was mad when I realized that I just get to say this nigga's name. But then I started doing it. I realized the podcast. I put a podcast up, so that helped, and start writing scripts and see what happens. If something works out, you wrote it, all right, you got a credit now. So
for sure.
the more credits you get, the more you can actually say, I did this. Like my boy Rob Ward, he's a guy from Cleveland, and he was on a Kevin Hart show, Heart of the City.
Okay.
And his price is a lot more than mine because of that.
Okay, I got you. So it's kind of like you got to build your resume, dog. That's
yeah, you get all-star, it's like all-star appearances, MVP award, all that shit gets you bargaining trips later. So when it comes down to trying to get a tour lined up, to sign a contract, to get so many dates lined up and stuff, you got to be able to be somebody to prove that. Like HaHa Davis can write his own check. B. Simone could write her own check. Because she was doing one-nighters, selling them out so fast, they had to add a second show on a Wednesday.
Damn.
And she could have did more. She didn't really see the comedy. It was more money out there for her. I wish she was still with comedy. She'd have less of these bullshit ass problems if she just stuck with that check, but she probably wasn't fast enough, which I get.
Right.
But she could write her, she was the one, she was filling up the room.
And she's actually fucking funny.
Yeah, her stand-up, she's talking to people who want to hear, like the women she's talking to, she's their voice. Like they don't have representation like that.
Baby girl.
Like city girls are one thing, but these are, the girls who just go to work and hate their job, but they don't really, it ain't a man that steals militant, but it's just fun still. Like she had a lane and she left that motherfucker on the table. She put all that money on the table for nothing.
That was really your homegirl, like for real. Be Simone's your homegirl.
I ain't never even know that she was doing
I
stuff.
know. That's what I'm saying.
We went to see her at the
doing it.
Improv like 2 summers ago. She was dope as fuck.
For real?
Yeah, I was there. I went to both shows just to check it out. 'Cause I like seeing new cats and see what they're doing because I know how it works now. So it's like see how they maneuvering. Some of them be fucking up though. They think it's rat money. They book their flights at the airport and shit. They don't really live like they'll book the flight out the next day. I'm like, hey, okay, that's $4,000 you just about to waste for all y'all niggas to be here and just go home now.
Right.
All right, you better get a tour manager to fucking link them dates up so you can just drive and then come back at the end.
Right. And but see, you just hit me to all type of shit I didn't know was even a part of doing comedy.
Well, you want to get your dates lined up. It's like you don't want to have to do a date in Kansas City, then do a date in San Antonio, then do a date in Miami. It's like, it seemed cool at first, and you realize you're spending a lot of that money to get back home.
Yeah.
Or you staying in that city too long. So if you do it in the stream, you good.
That makes sense.
Yeah, dude.
Like you might be uncomfortable for a couple of days because you gotta just be bored as fucking in Mississippi or Memphis, but nigga, you go one place, you fly, you drive, then fly back.
Yeah.
You got money.
Yeah, hell yeah. Plane tickets expensive. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Especially if you booking them for next day flights and shit, bro. That shit be retarded.
So you book. I mean, I look, man. I ain't trying to be comfortable. I book a Frontier flight and a JetBlue and a what's the other one? Everybody Spirit. Yeah, I fly all that shit. I don't care. It's a bus on wheels. It's a bus with wings. So I can just get me there. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm the same way, dog. I really hate Spirit, but
it depends on where I'm
you gotta
going.
do what you gotta do, man.
Shit, Spirit flights to Vegas. I do Vegas every blue moon, Tuesday, Thursday. I mean, one day to Wednesday. It's just cheap as hell.
Yeah,
Like,
I just bought some fucking tickets to Vegas. Waited.
$90. It was $90 for a round trip on Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh yeah, see that's sweet. Yeah,
And the hotels on Tuesdays, you can bitch about your hotel because that's the one day that they book your room. They'll boost your room up to a suite. So go there Monday, get a room, then say, hey man, have another room. Tuesday's your lightest day. You just get a better room. I got a suite on Tuesday and Wednesday. You won't Wednesday night.
Okay.
Cheap hustles. Have fun.
Anybody else looking for travel tips? Get with John Bruton.
for broke travel tip,
Yeah.
Everyone should travel broke.
I go to smoke weed free. It's legal as fucking Vegas. So
Yes.
I can walk around and nobody cares. So
Yeah, that's right. I go there, man.
I definitely go there to
I
walk
just
down
started,
the street
man.
and
I'm
smoke weed.
35.
Oh, you
I was
just started
35.
smoking weed?
At 35, I started. It was legal in Ohio, so I started fucking with it. And then from then on, I've been learning the laws and what I can and cannot do.
You smoke Zaza?
Hmm?
You smoke Zaza?
What's that?
Exotic weed.
Oh, nah, whatever they got, when I go buy it, I don't really.
Oh, you go to the dispensary?
Well, I have a guy who goes to the dispensary and he tells me what he's gonna pick up. So right now I got OG Kush and I got some other sleepy shit. He gave me as an indica, it was too heavy. So I go to sleep second I smoke.
You want to give it?
So you like the upper
hybrid. I like hybrids. I don't like all the sativa either because sativa make me twitchy and I'm already creative and shit. I want to be more. Now I'm not going to sleep at all.
Yeah.
So I need
I don't fuck with those at all. I don't like hybrids either. I like the heavy shit.
Have you got pussy off weed yet?
No, it's usually established I'm gonna get some pussy before we smoke. So I don't take my chin. I'm do 50-50 with now. Let's be drunk. I don't do shots for pussy either. Hey girl, wanna fuck? Not yet. Here's a drink. What about now? Wanna fuck yet? Nope. Okay, here's another drink.
Okay. Do you tell jokes while you're fucking?
Nah, I got asthma, so I don't really be doing too much of that.
Oh, shit.
I don't be trying to talk during sex. That shit, you fucking rhythm up. I ain't trying to.
What? You fuck your. Oh, okay.
I can't. My lungs only do so much at one time. Try running and talking, right? I can't do that. So, fucking ain't too much different. I ain't gonna be. You like that girl? It's not. It don't sound sexy no more. It sounds like, nigga, you okay? A girlfriend asked me, "Are you okay?" I'm like, damn. She said, "I don't hear that right now." I should ask you, "Are you okay?" You got a dick in you. I'm chilling.
Like, bitch, all this dick up in you and you asking me.
I didn't say all this dick. That's a little heavier statement.
Well, they said your name was Big Dick John. Well, we heard your name was Big Dick John.
She's a nice person who said that. I appreciate her and everything.
Are you Little Dick John?
I don't think so either, but I mean,
Me.
it's all objective. It's all opinion based. If a girl be around a bunch of 6 foot ass, like 7 foot niggas her whole life, then she might meet me and be like, oh, that's it?
We're gonna be honest, the 6 and 7 foot niggas be having little dicks.
I don't know that. I'm just assuming, woman. I'm not a dick expert.
I am.
Like, shit, I'm just thinking that's what it happens. I don't fucking know.
Well, our local dick expert,
Yeah,
Dave.
exactly. Dana the dick guru in this motherfucker.
Yep. Give me on those
My
sizes.
nigga Dana the dick whisperer.
You gotta talk directly into the home.
Wow. What? Okay.
All right, well look, man,
This went left.
bro, when do it not though? Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit happens every week. But yeah, bro, we definitely appreciate you coming, man, and fucking with us today, bro.
This shit went-
You can hang out, man.
This
You're
shit
not
was
drinking
James
anything, man.
Harden,
Just
man.
hang out, man. We gonna get into the rest of this show, bro, and you know.
Okay. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, John
Anytime, bro.
Bruton.
And I'm definitely gonna come fuck with you though, man.
Real
You
quick.
know, when the world open back up and these shows get going.
Hold on.
Every Monday in July we starting to move private, but you can come.
That's what I was about to say real quick. Anything you want to plug, shout out. anything. Take care of
MakeHimLaughTV.com.
business.
That's it. All my shit on MakeHimLaughTV.com. So it's
What about social media?
My name, John Bruton, on everything.
Okay.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm easy to find.
If y'all looking for Big Dick John, you can get at him on makehimlaugh.com.
These are rumors that Dana has started. I am not equipped to deal with right now. It's COVID. I don't want no new
Ladies.
pussy right now. I don't want no new pussy because I ain't trying to take a temperature outside my door. It's just a lot of moving parts to get pussy right now. If a nigga out here fucking, man, you are a brave soul. Like, if you out here getting new pussy,
These
more
niggas
proper to
definitely
you.
out here living like that. They fucking hit you.
No, they niggas out here living, B. They definitely fucking living. You know what I'm saying? That's happening.
They definitely putting their leg up on camera.
Wow, see, Dana just goes too far.
Okay, well, we appreciate you, bro. We really
Thanks,
appreciate
John.
your time.
Now
Movie round.
we gonna jump in these current events, man. We got a few things to touch on, man. Entertainment is some shit going on in the entertainment world. Let's start with that. Fuck it. So, Young Boy and Jay Prince had a little back and forth via the internet. If y'all don't know, Young Boy got some cats from Houston broke into his house, stole his car keys and a bunch of little silly shit.
Some umbrellas.
And yeah, they stole an umbrella out of his Rolls Royce and all the silly shit. And Jay Prince ended up getting the shit back because they got mutual homies or whatever. And he went on the internet and basically told the world and Youngboy that, I got your shit, man. These niggas, they want to straighten it out. They want to fix it. And Youngboy was kind of like, nah, fuck all that, nigga. You got my number. You got people who can call me. Don't do no internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Period. So I say this. My outlook on that is this, right? I kind of feel where Youngboy coming from, man. I feel like the status that Jay Prince got, bro, like, you don't need to go on the internet and do shit. You know what I'm saying? You could have literally called that nigga, bro, we made it right, man, come get your keys. All that internet shit, everybody at this point, I feel like in the industry, bro, whether they the top gangster nigga or a 6ix9ine type of nigga, bro, they're going for the attention, bro. They're attention whoring at this point. And I hate to say that about Jay Prince, but at this point, bro, that's what I'm seeing. Anytime some shit go down, he on the internet, I'm gonna make this happen. Everybody know it's my time. That shit. Like, bro, you a gangster already. You don't gotta go on the internet and do this shit, bro. You tired. You the nigga.
Or are you?
Or are you? That's a good question. Or are you?
Yeah.
Because I don't, at this point, I really don't think the internet shit need to be done, man. I think that shit was kind of weird. So I'm siding with Youngboy on this one. But my nigga Jay Prince did say some horror shit to him, though.
What'd he say?
He told that nigga, listen, man, you know what I'm saying? You a dumb boy, you know?
We call him a dumb boy.
Dumb boy, man. You know
Dumb
what I'm
boy. You
saying?
ain't young boy, you dumb boy.
Yeah, and he summed it all up and basically say, listen, man, we ain't friends and we ain't enemies, my nigga. So leave it like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, just stay where you at.
Period.
Gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was done on the internet.
My whole thing about the whole situation is, and I just want to speak from the perspective of the streets. Certain things don't go on the internet. It's just that simple. And as a guy who's raised and looked up to James Prince, you know what I'm saying, a guy that was started from the streets, did his own thing independently, made Rap-A-Lot records, you know, turned it into a real live business, and you know, and done so many great things for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When niggas told me what he was doing, I was like, Jay Prince, like the Godfather of the South, like he's literally on the internet. And mind you, that's a crime. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's a crime. You don't speak on crimes on the internet. You don't say, yeah, I got your shit, or my guys went and got your shit, and boom. Like, these are things that don't be that you don't broadcast on the internet. So I was really confused because I'm like, I know he know the rules.
Right.
Or do he? And then if he don't know the rules, I'm confused because you put yourself out there like you know the rules and you understand this shit. Certain shit don't go on the internet, man. You don't, if a person committed a crime, I don't care who it was against, however it went, you don't go on the internet, yeah, you know, my guys, and I got your shit back, that's not how it's go. When he got the little nigga chain back, when they got his shit. All of that shit is little nigga shit, man. Certain shit don't, you promote your brand, you promote your businesses, you do what you gotta do, but from the level of the streets and how, certain shit is not supposed to be broadcast, he had me really confused with that. He just really got me confused with that. I understand, young boy, he 19, 18 years old, he's a kid. Yeah, his whole life on the internet, he might do some crazy shit on the internet tomorrow.
Right.
But Jay Prince, you like 60 years old, man.
And that nigga had on some bootcut jeans, dog, with some tennis shoes. That shit was looking crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck was this nigga? I mean, I know you're old, but damn, nigga. You out here dressing like the motherfucking uncle, nigga. What the fuck you doing that shit? Them big ass shoes on, man. Jay Prince, man. Come on, man. You got too much money, man, to be out here with that shit on.
South niggas can't really dress, man.
They really have a struggle. They really have a
They
struggle.
look a little monkey, man. I'm not gonna lie, y'all niggas be talking all that fly shit. You niggas look monkey, man. I'm just gonna put it out there. They should have left you in the cotton fields.
Whoa.
All right. Moving along. The nigga, huh?
You can call him Geechee for no reason.
But look, man, Jamie Foxx, dog, playing Mike Tyson in the new movie, bro.
It's gonna be incredible. I love Jamie Foxx as an actor. I love him as an entertainer. I love him as a man.
I feel like Jamie Foxx don't get the credit he deserves.
He really
sometimes,
does.
Bro. That nigga lightweight the Renaissance man, dog,
For sure.
in the industry. Like
For sure.
He put out one of the dopest R&B albums of all time for real back in the day.
What? 06?
Yes, sir. You know what? Bangers on that bitch, dog.
Bangers
Jamie Foxx had a hell of a run, man. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention the movies, dog, the TV shows, bro.
Wanda.
Like, now he just lightweight. He in Hollywood fucking on all the white women, dog. He doing what he want.
And he's a great stand-up too.
Yeah.
Great stand-up.
So look, in regards to the Tyson movie, did y'all see the interview where he was explaining the opening scene and all of that shit? Mm-hmm. You saw me? Dog, he sold me just off how he explained that shit. Bruh, that shit was like, nigga, I felt like I was watching the movie, bruh. And that nigga sound just like Mike Tyson. And it ain't like a funny, like joking, like type of impression. He sound like just like the nigga, bruh.
But even like he did Ray, that lets you already know the caliber he's bringing to the camera. Like Ray is one of the movies. For Black History Month, they played it every day on BET, and my ass watched it every damn day.
He did his thing in that one, man. I ain't gonna lie. And dog, on the body transformation side, that nigga look crazy, bro. Like he looked like a young Tyson, man. They posted some little promo shit for the movie, man. That nigga look crazy, dog. So man, for any actor, bro, that like do a biopic and they become those characters, man, like that's like a different level of dedication. You know what I'm saying? Like you got actors and then you got motherfuckers like that though that like dive into these roles, dog. And sometimes, man, I think it'd be hard for them to like get out of character when they do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you can find stories of them motherfuckers saying how they had the trouble getting out of character after certain roles. I know LL Cool J was one. When he on Any Given Sunday. Sopranos. The main character.
James
Gandolfini.
Yeah, dog. So it's a lot of them, man. Even like I don't know, we talked about this on one of the shows. It was just one of our conversations. But old boy from Black Panther was saying that like after he did that shit,
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he was like, bro, it took me a long time to get out of that character. I was on some weird shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's a different level of dedication, man. And I think if anybody was gonna play that role, man, Jamie Foxx was perfect for that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be excellent.
Hold on, it took him a long time to get out of Killmonger.
He said it was because he was like that character. You had to be like dark and like some of them actor
Killmonger
niggas
wasn't dark, man.
He was.
He kind of was though, bro. He was like
he
an
was
orphan.
going to kill
you know what I'm saying?
his
You gotta
cousin.
like from my understanding of it, he got into the backstory a little too much. You feel what I'm saying? He got into that backstory.
Oscar Grant, I can see you. I can see that. Oscar Grant, some shit like that. Killmonger?
That's what he said, bruh. That's what he said.
You the dude that played the Joker that killed himself.
Yeah, he's legend. Yeah, he another one.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
That's a little, when you high off heroin, man. I done seen a lot of people who that do heroin
The Joker.
get stuck in their role.
Listen, bro, I finally just not watched that movie though after all these years.
That
I
was
just
a
watched it
hell
like
of
a
a
week ago.
What,
The Dark Knight, bruh.
Get the fuck.
swear
You
to
just
God,
not
bro.
seen The Dark Knight.
Nigga, a week ago, bro.
I love
Dark Knight,
it. I love a
greatest
Batman.
movies of all time.
Bruh.
One of the great movies.
I'm kind of, I kicked myself in the ass and waited so long to watch it, bro. It's
a great
a
watch.
phenomenal movie, bro.
I went to the
It's
movie.
longer than the motherfucker too. That bitch,
longer as
I'm like,
fuck.
damn, it's still an hour and 45 minutes left. Like, yeah, what else they got to do in this bitch though? Like,
And they,
God damn.
and they kept
And
doing
they
it.
kept
though,
it, dog. They
They
kept it
was
going.
getting
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I don't want to turn this shit off. So
Christopher Nolan, one of my favorite directors of all time.
yeah, he did his thing on that bitch, bro.
I love Christopher Nolan.
But yeah, let's get on off that shit.
But Michael B. Jordan, come on, man, toughen up, B. Niggas get shot every day. I don't want to hear you talking about I was stuck as Killmonger.
My nigga Cameron was probably stuck as Rico for a good minute.
Oh, Cameron is.
Yeah, he Rico.
It wasn't that wasn't no. He wasn't acting. He said in the raps, he's like,
For
I
sure.
wasn't acting. That was just me.
So what about this Bubba Wallace situation, man? And the nooses being found and all of that, and come to find out they were in about every stall in NASCAR. So it wasn't just for him, man. They had nooses all around that bitch. They was in every goddamn garage, man. You know what I'm saying? 14 of them to be exact.
If a nigga pop up, a nigga getting hung. That's why there was nooses everywhere.
Basically stay in your lane.
But Bubba was so they had the FBI.
NASCAR niggas.
So look, they had the FBI do an investigation, right? The FBI concludes that there was no criminal intent. It wasn't a noose. It was just a pull handle for the garages. They had 14 of them that they found, right?
I'm sure.
And just like the majority of the black people in this room, Bubba Wallace called bullshit. And they said, nah, man, a noose is a fucking noose, man. They could have used something else. Why would they make them all look like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that bitch couldn't be a regular knot. You know what I mean? That bitch could have just double knot the bitch, throw a handle on that motherfucker, perhaps. Like, why'd you make that bitch
Why
into
is
a
it a
noose?
noose?
Yeah, that's...
You know, it doesn't traumatize them because they wasn't getting hung.
I mean,
I had to refrain from saying what I was about to say.
I mean, it's just real simple with that. Bubba Wallace, you know what's going on, man.
Yeah, he ain't on the bullshit though.
Like you're not stupid, man. You know. Any chance they get, they'll hang your ass. Like, come on, man. This Confederate flag. When you walk into those NASCAR series arenas, that shit looks like hunky heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest, man. It looks like hunky. So Bubba Wallace, the only black man walking up in there, man. Yeah, it's gonna be some nooses around, man. Be prepared for that, man.
Be keep your shit on the swivel. But he had I will say this, he had a whole bunch of black people come out, man, to them damn races recently, dog. They had their Black Lives Matter shirts on and shit. Shout out to them though, man. They got balls of steel, man.
Yeah,
you know, I ain't really worried about no white people, dog, but I damn sure ain't about to go to NASCAR.
I ain't going to that
Going
kick.
crazy, nigga. You fuck around. You know, they like pack animals, man. They get crazy when they outnumber
and
niggas.
drunk,
You know what I'm saying?
They feel invincible then.
Yeah, at that
I mean, it's only two of y'all?
Yeah, niggas fuck around and get mobbed out in that bitch. So, you know, shout out to them, though. They was out there with the shirts on. They had the kids with them. My kids ain't going to no fucking NASCAR.
Not at all. Not the
It
fucking
depends.
On what?
If we living in this time right now, if we living in the George Floyd, it's 1,018 cameras at a NASCAR event, and they waiting to see some racist shit happen. Yeah, I'm gonna bring all my little black family. Come on, we about to mob up in here like a motherfucker. This is the only time this is possible. I know it's the moment.
Nah.
It's the moment.
I'm cool.
1998, you're not getting that shit off.
Hell no.
2020, George Floyd, yeah, you might get that shit off.
I just ain't even about to even fuck around, man. I would roll if it was just a bunch of adults and my niggas, but I ain't taking my kids to that, bro. I ain't fucking around.
I love
This the
Rosewood.
thing too is like, you know what I'm saying, if one of you love what did he just say?
Rosewood, one of the best movies ever.
I love Rosewood.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Big baby gonna shoot. Sometimes the kids gotta come. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes the kids
They ain't
gotta
coming
come.
to that, man. And, we gonna save our protest for something different, man.
Big
I ain't
baby
taking my
don't
babies in NASCAR. Fuck that, man. So look though, let's talk about this shit that happened here locally.
So,
Yeah, you go ahead, Dana. I'm gonna let you segue this one.
so
man.
for
Go
anyone
ahead.
that is unaware of the fiasco at one of the hair salons in Cleveland, Ohio, I don't even know the name. Is this
Iconic Style.
Iconic Styles is the name of? Is that the salon or is that his name?
I think it's both.
Okay, so Iconic Styles. I'm not gonna say where it's located, but it's
Lee
on the
Road,
east.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Up the way.
It's on the east side
Oh,
next
don't tell me, come up
to
top.
Club E.
It was. It's gone now.
Oh well, okay. So let's jump in real quick for
Come
anyone
up the
that
way,
has
you know
not
what's
seen the. For anyone that has not seen the debacle, the video, young lady was in there getting her hair done. She was in there from 9 a.m. to 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night,
Terrible.
10 hours.
Terrible. She should have shot that bitch up just
So
because of
she
that.
was getting a frontal, quick weave, something of that sort. Iconic Styles braided her hair down. They were in there making jokes. They had her waiting. So when it was time for her to pay, she said, "Hey, look, here's $75. I waited all day. I'm not paying the other half." So they're going back and forth. Other people in the shop were offering to give her money, assuming that she can't afford it. It's not that the young lady couldn't afford it. She said, "Fuck you. I've been here all damn day. You're going to compensate me for my time." Next thing we know, the real DJ, which is the stylist that assaulted the young woman first, steals on her. And the real DJ, she was whooping your ass.
Hold on. Did you just put his whole handle out here?
The real DJ is a woman. So
Her
the
whole-
real
the real DJ?
the real DJ got it popping. She's an LA stylist. Anybody, if you're looking for one. So she steals on the girl. The
I don't think
girl,
nobody want to go in there.
the girl, the client flips her. Now she's whooping your ass. The real DJ. So Iconic Styles takes a step back, sets his comb down, and rushes her and grabs her by her hair, drags her.
His
So
name
now
is the-
it's 4-on-1.
Hold on real quick. His name is the Iconic Stylist.
Iconic Styles.
Styles is his name.
That's him?
Yeah. Young
Iconic
Charles.
Styles.
That's the gayest name ever.
He's gay. So
I am.
so
the
it's
Iconic
4-on-1.
Stylist.
It's 4-on-1, and then one is a man. Iconic Styles, for anyone that is not aware, he is a man. So all you hear him saying is, "I need her out. I need the hair out." So they begin to pick up scissors and cut the weave from the young lady's scalp. As they drag her, threw her into a car. She comes back into the salon to get her property, and she runs in the bathroom because she's so scared they're gonna do her again. She locks herself in the bathroom, and they're spraying mace under the door. The police had to come get her out. Now, the next day, Iconic Styles does not give an apology, but he goes online and says the devil won't, basically something like, someone's trying to assassinate his character. He ain't gonna let the devil be busy. Sir, I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna leave it here. You're a man and you put your hands on a woman. You're a man and you put your hands on a woman. Anything other than that, y'all can say, "Oh, she ain't want to pay. That's fucked up." Fuck all that. Call the police. And if the real DJ was giving her the business, Iconic Styles, you wouldn't have had to jump in. So then the other two people that assaulted her that no one knows their name, Iconic Styles, you're taking all the backlash for other people's bad actions.
Well, I mean, you're the leader of the ship. So at the end of the day, this is your business. You know what I'm saying? And you had one or two things you could have done in that situation. You could have de-escalated the shit and called the police and just got her up out of there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could have let it pop off and then go drag the bitch out by her hair. You chose the latter. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take whatever come with that. You know what I'm saying? If this is your company, bro, you got to dead that. You can't condone the shit. You can't, sit up there and get a bitch a thumbs up, engage in the conversation, laugh, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a place of business.
And I'm so sick of people talking about his age. Listen, maturity does have to do with age, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And hitting a woman and cutting her hair from her scalp is completely uncalled for.
And the way he ran over there was just like the gayest shit I ever
Oh my
seen.
God, did you see him? He sat it down.
I just had to say that.
I'm not gonna lie.
And he shimmied over to her.
I have a totally different outlook on this.
What?
Yeah, we about to get to that.
Okay, we can get to that.
Yeah, let's get to that.
I got a totally different outlook on this.
But on the brighter note, before you give us your outlook, I Am Jonathan, another celebrity stylist, flew this young woman out and gave her a complete makeover. Hair, nails, makeup, everything. And baby girl was out there. He was like, "Suck it in, mommy." She was like, it was still coming, but she sucked it in and she did her thing.
She was still a little plump.
She was.
It was all good though, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was cool that they did that for her, you know what I'm saying? But
Attention whore.
I just don't think that shit was necessary. She clearly can pay for her own hairdos. So, I mean, I don't know. But everybody want to try to come up off a situation. I think that was an opportunity for him to look like, you know what I'm saying? Look at my shit. Look at all my shit. I'm going to lace this bitch.
That's what I'm saying. That was a perfect ploy. But
so what's your outlook on it, bro? Let me hear it.
I mean, my outlook on that whole little situation, number one, that's the most gay gangster shit since Omar from The Wire.
Yeah, y'all know I love Omar. It's my
Number
favorite character.
Let me just put that out there.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Let me just put that Number 2, everybody's jumping on them for what they did in their place of business. If you come in 20522 Southgate Park Boulevard talking shit or doing something stupid, we're gonna jump you. It's that simple.
You gonna be
Jungle
the woman?
rules. I don't give a hold on. I'm not gonna beat up no woman.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's get some things understood here. I'm not gonna beat up a woman. That's not what I'm saying. But he thinks he's a woman.
He does not think he's a woman.
No, he thinks he's a woman.
He know for sure he's a man.
If you saw how the way he ran over
I
there,
saw how
thinks
he
he's a
ran.
woman.
Charles thinks he's a man.
See, I don't know the man personally or the woman / thinking he's a man personally. All
He's
I'm
not
saying,
a tranny.
I don't know what he is. He's not me. I know him. He don't
He's
let,
a gay man.
He don't let him hang the way I let him hang. So, I mean, just me personally, it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he lives a certain lifestyle, and that certain lifestyle calls for him to think that women are his best friends, and he likes to sleep with men. So if that's what you into, and another woman, because in his head he's a woman. I don't care what nobody say. If you take it that one way, you think you're a woman, man. So let's just be honest here about
I'm
this
gonna
shit.
say this: if it was my daughter, my sister, my auntie, my anybody, they wasn't coming out to shop that night.
I'm gonna say this. Listen.
But okay, but let me just say, all I'm saying is this. I've been jumped before. Niggas done put feet on me and all type of shit.
Man.
I've been jumped. I done watched women get jumped before.
My niggas?
Yeah. It's a nigga on the internet right now slamming girls. Wow, like get off my girl, get off.
Yo, he put that bitch through that car though, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie.
He put her through that.
I'm not gonna lie. I heard
She like went grabbed her head afterwards, like, damn, this nigga just slammed me.
Yeah, so I mean, let's
dumped her.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm out with my niggas and I'm catching some work,
Nah,
them
bruh.
niggas probably getting it.
No. Listen, this is my thing. If a motherfucker come into the shop and they're talking shit, being belligerent and all that, yeah, we gonna stump you out for sure. But if you come in that motherfucker and you have a problem with a service that I provided you, and somebody in my store fucking attacks you, bro, I'm not condoning that.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying it's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is jungle rules, man. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is,
This episode is
if
Jungle
we into
Rules
it,
Edition.
Jungle Rules Edition.
Jungle Rules Edition for sure. What I'm saying is this, nigga. If something happened to you and I'm standing right there, I'm gonna see red.
For sure.
And so
I'm with that.
So I'm a snap. The
man.
gay dude, he snapped. You seen? He was like,
He did go to a different
you
universe.
saw him.
He did. And his hat stayed on. Did y'all notice
Yeah.
that?
Nigga had
The
this
nigga
thing, he had
hat
that
stayed
bitch
on.
bobby
He was
pin
like,
on. It was a bobby pin in.
like he had that bitch on his head.
No, that bitch is
When,
bobby pin.
when violence erupts and somebody you fuck with is involved in that violence, you lose. You don't sit there. Hold on, I'm a man. I'm a supposed man. No, you're like, no, this is my girl. Hold on.
Man,
Even so, right, wrong, or indifferent,
You're
I
not
know it
thinking
sounds,
about-
you have not apologized yet. If
Don't
you made
apologize.
yes, he should. If you made a lapse,
Jungle rules.
he made a lapse of judgment because right now he's regretting his actions. I'll guarantee if he did.
I'm sure he
Because
did.
if he
Lost
wasn't,
the shop.
exactly. Because if he wasn't, the nigga nuts would have been on the internet talking about nigga fuck y'all.
Fuck.
If he really ain't have no remorse, he would have been. He's that type of nigga. He would have been on the internet like, hey,
He's
fuck
not
y'all.
that type of nigga. He's a gay guy. He's not that type of nigga. All I'm saying is this. He saw red. His girl was losing. He know what side he on. You gotta pick a side, man. That's what I'm
hey,
trying
but
to
you
say.
know what though? I'm gonna say this though. Hold on. We had a gay guest on here not too long ago in our crowd, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And he sat here and said, nigga, if my bitch is getting into it, nigga, you said that. Like every gay
Yeah,
man
yeah.
I know, nigga, if they girls fighting, they fight.
And we had a conversation last week, and what did we say? You know what's gonna happen if you out and you get into it with some girls. What is bro gonna do?
It was already 3-on-1.
Bro gonna go there. He gonna go there. He gonna go there just like he got a vagina, just
I
like
think
you.
he
He
need to,
ain't gonna think about his penis.
Okay, so after he
Okay,
here's the problem. After he got the girl up off of her, he stepped back and then he instructed them to cut her hair out.
Yeah, he just went. He
went left.
overboard.
He went way. He took it too far.
The nigga definitely went overboard, man.
I need her out. I need the hair out. That's all I hear.
Get her hair out too. Shit.
All I'm saying
They
is
got the hair out, David. They cut it out.
If that would have been my sister, niece,
Daughter.
woman, daughter, you know what I mean? That shit would have played out a lot different.
Because if that David.
That's just a call I ain't ready to get. If this nigga just drug me through the
Yeah.
shop and slammed me into a
Into
car.
a car
Okay.
and makes me.
That's the
So,
call I ain't ready
okay,
to take.
all I'm saying is this, okay, so now we're on that side of it. If we're on that side of it, I'm shooting up the whole motherfucking shop.
For sure.
If we're on that, if I'm on that side of it, but we was talking about the side that everybody's just pouncing on, and if you pouncing on that side, y'all gotta understand this shit. It's a lot of shit that goes on with violence, man. And so when you talking about violence, you have to choose. Like, and I'm not trying to say, because I don't know, maybe I look at things a certain way because maybe I got post-traumatic stress disorder from when I was a kid. I've seen violence.
Yeah.
I grew up around violence. I've watched people get killed. I've seen these things. I've seen niggas get they whole shit stumped out. Like literally just 10, 15 niggas just crackheads and all type of shit just because it was fun. So what I'm saying is this. When you talking about violence, you have to pick a side. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is when it goes down, it goes down. That's all I'm saying.
And that's understandable because it is. It's been plenty of times we didn't kick the bitch ass and afterwards I be like, ooh, damn.
We did her wrong.
We did.
We done
I
had
never felt
conversations,
like
bro.
No, I have.
We
I
had
have.
I'm gonna be
conversations
real,
like,
dog.
ooh,
Every nigga that we took it there with, I never revisited.
Whenever,
I was like, damn,
whenever you kick somebody in their face and you feel it through your shoe,
It's my
it's
favorite.
one of those things like, damn.
It's one of them things where I'll be like, yeah.
So it's violence.
Yeah, bitch.
You bitch,
I
you
told you to
deserve
leave
it.
me alone.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta kick a nigga head, bro. That's
So
how that
sh-
shit go.
So shout out to Iconic Style.
No, not shout out to Iconic Style, man.
Shout out
Fuck
to
that
you.
nigga, bro.
Hey, listen, man, I hope you get a shot, man. I hope whatever happens, peace and blessings to you, bro. I understand.
I hope that you learn. I hope that you learn from this situation,
I
and I
understand.
hope that you're able to grow and become a better man from it.
Jungle
Keep your hands
rules.
off the bitches. A better one. Keep your
Jungle
hands off the
rules.
bitches, because somebody might be carrying a gun the next time.
Yeah, she should have definitely been strapped.
Because if she
got caught lacking, man.
yeah. So baby girl,
And then-
CCW class is $100. Go get you
She got
some.
caught
There
lacking.
we go.
The ops caught her lacking.
There we
man,
go.
you know
You
what
gotta
I'm
understand where you at, cause guess what? And if Iconic Styles got shot, guess what I would have been saying?
saying? Jungle rules.
Jungle rules. You should have
So
known
Iconic
better.
Styles, just know he's really not on your side. It's just
No,
jungle
jungle
rules.
rules.
It's jungle rules.
All right, so look, man, we kind of
You keep what you kill around this motherfucker,
so we
man.
got to get into our top six, man. We gonna skip the rest of this shit.
Yeah, because that movie was fun.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It was
Five Bloods,
stupid as
it
fuck.
wasn't- it wasn't
Five
good.
Bloods gets up.
Yeah, I wish I had more hands.
Marcus, you can stop with
That
your
shit
face.
was-
We know you liked
I
it.
should have. You know what? Quarantine dreams, relax, and then Five Bloods, bro. I don't know if I can listen to it.
That's two. That's two.
And you got one more chance. You got one
You got
more.
one more time. We not
Yeah, one
listening to
more,
your
bro.
unprofessional opinion no more.
Just real quick, I just want to say this. Just going from Black Klansman to Five Bloods, it's just kind of like, damn, Spike. We thought you was on like one of those Do the Right Thing, Jungle Fever, Malcolm X runs. Remember Spike Lee had a run.
He did.
Hell of a
Yeah,
run,
bow,
dog.
bow, bow. And then he started doing all that weird shit. What's the shit with Halle Berry?
Yeah.
No, not with Halle Berry. With the other girl. Was she a phone sex operator?
Oh,
Girl Six is an incredible
No,
movie.
it's a good movie, but it's not like, come on, bro.
He was given a different aspect.
Yeah, you just did Malcolm X. You know Malcolm X, the girl 6. Hold on.
That's reality of the black community.
So I'm just saying.
Wait,
so
it's a lot of black girl phone sex operators.
Fuck yeah.
What?
Yes.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Shit, OnlyFans is the new phone
back
sex.
then-
I mean, back then, that's what bitch. I didn't know. I thought
Yes.
that was their reality in the house.
it was
So, Jessica, my aunt was a phone sex operator.
What? How in the fuck?
And I used to get tips.
But how do you? So you used to be working the phone with
her
her?
I used to be
12-year-old
listening.
ass. You
Hold
wasn't
on. How do you even
pussy.
get into that line of work?
It was extra money on the side.
But I'm saying, like, was they running ads?
It
for
was
that
in the
shit?
newspaper classified.
Oh, y'all got me fucked up, man.
So-
The 90s was wide open, dog.
Yeah.
Look,
so
can you display?
It was a lot of, you know what?
display a fantasy?
We'll say this for another time.
Oh,
But the 90s was wild. We're going to have a show to talk about the 90s, bro. The 90s was wild. Them bitches that never shave their pussies in the 90s.
So whoa. Okay, so I just want
I seen a lot of pictures of naked women from the 90s, bro, from like old rappers and shit that they be posting. They all was just
What is that?
nuts, man.
It's a lot of niggas out here that like that bush.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. We ain't about to
Okay,
do that
okay.
right now.
Okay, I'm about to
We
say
ain't about
let's
do that right now.
bring it
Come on,
back.
man.
I just want to say we just thought the Five Bloods would be like something more along the lines. It wouldn't be as it was kind of like a Stanley Kubrick type flick. If anybody's just like a real live cinephile or something like that, y'all, it's a Stanley Kubrick type flick. You know what I'm saying? It's not straightforward. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be in a certain. He made a Clockwork Orange. Watch Clockwork Orange if you get a chance and opportunity to check it out.
Okay.
He made 2001 Space Odyssey.
I seen that.
Okay, I saw that.
seen that.
You know what I'm saying? So like
cerebral shit.
it's like it's some shit where you gotta kind of like, where is this going? How? So the Five Bloods is not straightforward. So I can see why some people would sit there for 20, 30 minutes like, what the fuck? What the fuck is about to happen? So I'm not gonna kill you, Spike, on that one. We're gonna just move on. We just not gonna talk about
You
it.
had better days, Spike.
I know, like,
Top six.
Top six, man. Let's get to it. Top six.
Top
comedians.
6, motherfucker.
Y'all throw y'all top 6 comedians in there, man. Let's go, man. Let's just see what you motherfuckers working with.
Top
Top
6.
6 comedians, drop them.
Top 6 comedians. If y'all on my live right now, my live back and crazy. I apologize for that, but I don't know what y'all want me to do. Top 6 comedians, y'all know what's going on. 1 is better than 2, 2 is better than 3, so forth and so on. In honor of my main man, John Bruton. And I just want to give a special shout out to Ali Sadiq. He's one of my favorite new up and coming comics. If y'all ain't checked bro out, check him out. He has a perspective and he's honest. When you're looking for stand-up comedians, you're looking for honesty. I almost ate it. If you're looking for, if you're talking about me, my number 1. I guess we're gonna get it started.
Let's
right?
get going.
Yeah, you know, man. Big Mike. My number 1. Yeah, I went there.
Nigga said, you know.
But as he's pulling up his list, to get into this top 6, I want you to stop what you're doing, like, subscribe, and share. If you ain't already did it, like, subscribe, and share. If you've been watching all damn day, like, subscribe, and share. Tell your mama, sister, cousin, brother, uncle, go.
Or fuck you. Real quick, we're gonna get some money anyway. At this point, I don't really care. We're gonna get some money anyway. They talking about, yeah, nigga, I heard this and that, yeah. No, y'all ain't even subscribe to the podcast. Fuck what y'all heard about me. Fucking turkeys.
Gobble, gobble.
It's real simple, man. Subscribe, get off my live, subscribe to this shit, man. My number 1, I'm a child of the 80s, Eddie Murphy.
Yes, sir.
Let's get
Bang,
it for
bang. People can say what they want to say about why they still waiting on the stand up. You know what I'm saying? It's been 32 years since Raw.
It's coming.
But Raw, Delirious. I just wish I could have like kind of grew up in that era when he was just going around doing stand up before he got on Saturday Night Live and really just got him in his real life element. Eddie Murphy to me is the greatest stand up of all time. And you know, he is the MJ of this shit, if you ask me. Number 2, I guess you could say he's like the Bill Russell of the shit, Richard Pryor.
Love Richard.
You know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor on the Sunset Strip. That might be better than Delirious, man. You know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor live on Sunset Strip, man, is one hell of a stand-up routine, man. Hell of a stand-up routine. When he talked about, he was in there with Gene Wilder. Just real quick, if y'all know what I'm talking about. He did a movie with Gene Wilder, and it was in prison. It was called Stir Crazy.
Yeah.
It was called Stir Crazy. If y'all ain't seen Stir Crazy, all y'all young niggas out there, go check out Stir Crazy. But make a long story short, they shot it in a real live prison. And he said, like, Gene Wilder, you know, he's on some white shit. He walking around, these motherfuckers doing life and all type of shit. And I'm telling you, like, you gotta calm down, Gene. You don't know these people, and these people are murderers around here. And he say, y'all talking to this guy, this motherfucker got triple life. That nigga Richard Pryor say he had triple life. That mean he gotta die. Come back as a baby and go right to jail. Some of the funniest shit I ever heard in my life, man. Richard Pryor, man, number 2, man. They say what they want to say about after he died, now he gay and all type of shit. I don't
Gay
care.
then.
But they don't come out to that. Yeah, I'm so sick of people like after
He was actually bisexual.
He was bisexual.
He was honest.
Gay.
He gay, both gay.
Gay.
Ain't no bisexual, Adrian.
No, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if that's the case, man, go ahead and put him on the wall back then, man. I done grew up on Richard Pryor. Now y'all tell I'm 30 years old. Now he gay. I'm like, hold on.
Every week we finding out somebody was
Come
gay
on,
that was
man.
influenced during their
I
childhood.
just want to step on my childhood. Number 3, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, hell
He
yeah.
had on stage before.
That Biggie line, which I found out later, was kind of paying homage to something that he said in one of his dads. He looked so good, I suck on his daddy. That's some Richard Pryor shit.
Number 3, Dave Chappelle.
Shout out to Mike Jones for that information too. He hit me off with that.
Thanks, Mike Jones.
He did that on a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
You probably gonna show up at 9.
Dave Chappelle, my number 3. You know what I'm saying? He is to me he's kind of like the combination of Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. That's where Dave Chappelle sits at to me. That's why he's at number 3. He just, the period of time he's taken off, and his stand-ups don't really, they hold, but they don't hold on that level of Raw or Delirious or Richard Pryor Live on Sunset Strip. My number 4 is a guy that was gone too soon, and I just loved him growing up. I used to catch every stand-up. It don't matter what he's on. If he was on Def Comedy Jam, if he was on what's the BET shit? Comic View or whatever. I mean, but he wasn't. And speaking of that, he wasn't on Comic View because he couldn't come on Comic View. Robert Harris, my number 4.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
Oh
yeah.
my God. When he got that shot on House Party and everybody actually seen how dope he was, and actually I wasn't supposed to be watching this shit. I was like 7 years old, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he was a guy that when you caught his stand up, oh my God, he was on like Comic Relief and shit like that, and
Baby's Kids.
Baby's Kids. That whole little skit of Baby's Kids, and they turned it into a movie. It was amazing when he did it, man.
That's a classic movie that every child should watch. My kids watch it. I watched it. Like, you should watch it.
Yeah, my daughter Jordan, she fuck with Baby Kid, but she could be on that motherfucker. Crazy, yeah.
I think we all have a baby.
Rest in peace to Robert Harris, man. It was definitely a comedian who was gone too soon, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a town called Fresh off a motherfucker's ass, and you making me homesick.
You making me homesick. That nigga, the way he said that you making me homesick, bro, was the funniest shit ever, dog. You making me homesick.
Robert Harris, boy. Number 5 is George Carlin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
He's like he's the epitome to me of a white stand-up. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their certain legends that they look up to, but George Carlin, he's a guy that if you talk, and I say by white, and I don't mean like color-wise, what I'm saying is when you talk about stand-up comedians, you have black guys who model their roles and their stand-ups after George Carlin. He's that big, man. He's that iconic, man. And if anybody has the opportunity to go pull up some George Carlin shit, man, he's
also political too.
Yeah, he was super political.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Super political. He's one of the guys that spoke about that shit because he had the opportunity to during those times in the 60s and 70s when other black comics couldn't necessarily speak about certain shit. So he's big to me. And my number 6 is Martin Lawrence, man. Martin Lawrence. If you and I'm just gonna put it to you like this. You don't even have to watch Run Tell That or You So Crazy or any of those, which are amazing stand-up films. You don't even have to watch those. Just watch Def Comedy Jam and just watch him in his element as the host.
Man, dog, he was funnier than the majority of the comedians on that bitch every night, dog.
As the host. I mean, you know, it takes a certain amount of bravado and huevos to go out there, man. So Martin Lawrence, you're my number 6, man. I just want to spend a special shout out. He was right there between Martin and at my end, Chris Tucker. He's one of my favorite stand-ups as well. And with that, Chris Tucker is amazing, man. He was amazing. Michael and Tito Pimpin'. Come on.
I mean, like, I'll say this.
Michael and Tito Pimpin'.
I felt like Chris Tucker definitely had like some dope parts of his stand-ups. But like, he wasn't one of them comedians that like had me like gut laughing and shit through his joint. You know what I'm saying? It was just, he had me in that bitch like, oh yeah, that's funny. You know what I'm saying? But like, I would have that bitch like when I watching a Patrice O'Neal or a Corey Holcomb, and I'm in that bitch nigga like crying, and she coming at me like, what the fuck is you laughing at? You feel what I'm saying? So you know, but go ahead, Dan. It's your turn, baby. Do your thing.
All right, so everyone, Great Danes, top 6. So number 1. Okay, so look, because we had to do stand up, my list got a little shaky because, yeah. Anyway, number 1 is gonna go to my main man Martin. Literally, I thought Martin was my father when I was a kid. Like, him and my father had the same aura, like just everything, like fly, fine, black. It was about his shit. And he was funny as fuck. Like the first time I saw You So Crazy, I probably wasn't supposed to be watching it. My parents had went to sleep. I always was staying up late, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to watch it today. I watched that shit, and I learned every word. So shout out to Martin. He taught me how to cuss. He's one of my founding cussers. Okay, number 2, some more. I love some more because she nasty.
Why else is you like that?
Okay, right. So if anybody listens to anything else that I talk about, it's not about sex, you know, it's fun. But some more, bitch, you taught me some tricks, so thank you. Number 3 goes to Monique. We talked about her, we talked about her earlier.
Some more made a porno?
No, but Monique is in my, Monique is definitely in my top 6 because she's fucking hilarious. And I'm not just gonna say because y'all made me do stand up, but Monique is hilarious on all different aspects.
She killed Queens of Comedy.
She did.
Monique killed Queens of Comedy.
Exactly. So number 4, we gonna give it to my nigga Bernie Mac. Period. Like,
I wasn't impressed.
you didn't think Bernie Mac was funny?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I'm talking about that bitch Monique.
Oh yeah, well, you know,
It takes too much to impress you.
you know, you are acquired taste.
Hey man, I like what I like, man. Shit.
So in this, since we were going to stand ups, and these are people that I have to like witness. So B Simone goes to my number. Was that number 5?
Number 5.
Yeah, B Simone goes to my number 5 because we're talking about stand up for myself.
Yeah.
We're talking about stand up for my. Now remember, everybody, top 6 is your opinion. Okay, I hear a little chatter over there. Hear a little chatter. Okay. Number 5 going to. I'm on 5.
You're on 6.
Oh, I'm on 6. Okay. So number 6, last but not least, I watch him daily. No, fuck that. Haha Davis, you was number 6, but I'm gonna give it to my girl. Damn, fuck it. Haha Davis, you gotta be number 6 because I can't even remember her name. Moving right along.
Is these your favorite comedians or no?
They are comedians. I mean, y'all made me do stand up. If we weren't doing stand up, all the Waynes is going in there. If we weren't doing stand up, Jamie Foxx is going in there. If we weren't doing stand up, we doing
Jamie
John.
Foxx dog is hilarious. That nigga got one of the funniest stand ups ever, bro.
Is it gonna be
Look at
top
y'all.
48 then?
Yeah, it's gonna be top shit.
Jamie Foxx,
Hey.
that stand up was fucking hilarious.
You know what?
Dog.
They limit me to 6 every week, and I can never get 6. So
When
there
that
we
nigga
have
going through
6.
The crowd, oh man, dog, that shit was funny.
Let's hear
Redline.
Redline over
Yeah,
here.
man. All right, so my number 1 is Eddie Murphy, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That nigga's hilarious, dog. I mean, from the movie shit to his stand up, and I think Delirious might have been the first stand up that I actually ever watched. And when he was talking about the Italians, dog, to this day, dog, that shit, dog, killed me every time, man. Give me my fucking candy. What am I, an asshole? Dog, that shit is, what am I, an asshole? Classic shit, bro.
Hulk grabbing his balls.
Yeah, dog. And
nigga
nigga,
grab my balls.
And just like the movies, dog. I mean, like that nigga, he killed it every angle you could think of as far as a comedian. My number 2 is
Saturday Night Live. He killed that.
yeah, bro. Whatever you know what I'm saying. It's Eddie Murphy we talking about, and he happened to be a part of one of my all-time favorite movies, nigga, Life. So.
Yeah.
You know, that nigga rolling life was fucking hilarious.
Number
Number 2, Dave Chappelle. And I like Dave Chappelle. Like, dude is hilarious, but we talked about it earlier. I just kind of like how he touched on a lot of the shit that's going on, man. And it's like when you watch his stand-up, it's like he having a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? He just sprinkles some funny shit in there, but the shit be hilarious. So Dave Chappelle is my number 2. Martin Lawrence is my number 3. I mean, shit is self-explanatory. It's Martin, bro. When that nigga was on You So Crazy, man, doing the drunk shit, and bro, I mean, like, these was moments, dog, that literally had me in tears. You feel what I'm saying? So for anybody that's on my list, bro, these is motherfuckers who like brought me to the point of like not being able to breathe laughing. Like, and that top 3 so far, they all did that. Patrice O'Neal, my nigga got him on the shirt, dog. He is one of the funniest niggas of all time. Hands down, dog.
Great stand-up.
Dog, I mean, that's some of the best stand-up, dog, and the content was so raw, like, and that nigga say anything to anybody in the crowd, bro. Like, that nigga's hilarious. Well, was hilarious. Corey Holcomb is my number 5. Another funny-ass black dude, man, that,
Mine like ignorant comedy.
I like ignorant comedy, yeah. I do. And my number 6 is Bill Burr, man. That is a funny-ass white dude, man.
Bill Burr's a funny
That nigga's hilarious. And he got a black wife, so that gave him some cool points. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that, too. So, yeah, that's my top 6, bro.
Okay, solid top 6.
One of my favorites, John Mulaney too.
John Mulaney is another one.
I gotta
The
think.
childbearing hips, man. That shit, dog. That's the one thing I'm sensitive about, dog. That shit, man.
He's a funny guy, man.
Though, but he do a voiceover on one of them goddamn Big Mouth, yeah, dog. Yeah, Big Mouth, yeah. That's if you ain't never watched Big Mouth, man, check that out, dog. That shit's hilarious too.
He's a funny guy.
Oh, so we gonna get into the unpopular opinion?
Let's get into it. Let's get into
All right.
some real live unpopular shit.
So since I already pissed Dave off, I might as well keep it going. Timberlands, 6-inch wheat Timberlands. 6-inch wheat Timberlands, dog.
Some of the most uncomfortable
The
shoes
most uncomfortable,
ever made.
the most unprotective. Your feet are gonna freeze in them.
Wet.
You get about 3 wears out of them. That bitch start looking like a goddamn burrito, just like the fucking Air Max 95s. I haven't bought a pair of wheat Timbs since probably 2000 and no. I was living downtown. We was downtown. I think it was my last pair. So that was like, 15 years ago. Huh? Yeah, 07. So yeah, about 13 years ago was the last time I bought a pair of wheat Timbs. And I just kind of like, we was at a point where we was buying these bitches, dog, like literally every other week. $200 every other week. Well, they was like 170, 180 at the time. I don't know what they cost now. But we was buying these bitches so much, dog, and I'm like, yo, these bitches is not keeping my feet warm. And after about 2 or 3 wears, these bitches look crazy. I'm done with them. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, you get a scuff on that bitch, dog, and so it's just it's cool. Listen, I'll say this.
It's a look.
For 1 or 2 wears, if you got a dope ass fit, the wheat gonna go. I mean, it's a good looking boot. Don't get it twisted.
It's a great looking boot.
For me, it's a no-go, man. I
love it against the
well, hey, man,
I love it.
We're talking about what the fuck I like, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is, I like the
Euro
Euro hikers too. I like the Euro hikers. But this is why it's unpopular opinion. You know, I knew you niggas wasn't gonna like this shit.
Hold on.
I did that too with fucking shorts. I was wearing 6-inch Timbs in the summer. I did all this. And my nigga, listen, at one point in time, let me say this. At one point in time, that's all we wore was 6-inch Timbs, my nigga. We had every color, the paprika joints. When they bought the gray ones out, that was lightweight. Oh, the paprikas was some of the rawest ones. They had the wheat leather ones with the green on suede on the top. Listen, my nigga, when I was on them, but I just saw myself wasting a lot of fucking money, and I just didn't feel like they was doing the job. So when the Nike joints came out, the ACGs, the Air Pocket, Geodomes,
love it,
I switched it up, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't look back, man, you know what I'm saying. I don't fuck with those no more either, but I don't fuck with.
Well, you know, it's 2020, so we got a lot of men wearing Uggs now. So
that's not gonna happen. That's just what I'm kind of skeptical about even getting like Uggs house shoes, bro. It's just like a.
Tom Brady wear Uggs.
Hold on.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck all that. Hold on.
Hey, go back. I want to hear his response. Hold on. Let me get the camera on him though.
Let's just bring it back for a second, man. Let's bring it back, man. The 6-inch Tim is one of the most iconic shoes of all time.
For sure.
And me personally, I don't give a fuck if it don't keep my feet warm. I don't give a fuck if after 2-3 wears they fuck up.
Right.
I don't care about none of that. You know what I care about? I care about when I pop open that box and I smell that Tim and I say, oh yeah, it's on tonight.
That smell do it to you.
I don't care about nothing else.
that's what he said.
You know what I mean? I mean, shit. I was right there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We was running through them Tims.
Yeah, hell yeah. You still running through them, nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run through them Tims still. But guess what? There's nothing like it when you got on that fresh butter, man. You got one good wear. You got one good wear. And then when it had that shape, that tongue don't be folded, and be standing up. So I'm with that. So, nigga, you got a good denim on, a nice little sweater or something.
You only getting 2 times.
I get it.
So listen.
But it's overrated because it's a waste of money. There's no longer
Everything is a waste of money. Everything's a waste of money. Listen, literally, I'm gonna tell you like this. Go get you some motherfucking Wolverine chuckers, man. If you're not worried about something being a waste of money, man. Everything shoe-wise is a waste of money.
I ain't never, nigga. Now you know I ain't doing that. I ain't never, nigga.
I got $1,000 pair of Saint
my girl.
That's a super waste of
girl
money.
here, like, you like them damn Vans? Yes, I do. I have on a brand new pair right now.
And he done bought 38,000 pairs of them.
The same ones.
The same exact pairs.
Yes,
so
sir.
That's a fucking waste of money.
It is. I like what I like.
Okay.
We like what we like. We like what we like. You see, y'all listen.